Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. This past Sunday was one of those roller coaster days for Browns fans, especially watching a game that had everything: drama, incredible individual performances, coaching decisions that sparked debates, and a result that left many of us feeling a mix of pride and frustration. We saw Shedeur Sanders, the young rookie quarterback for the Denver Broncos, put up some eye-popping numbers in their tight 31-29 loss to the Tennessee Titans. Sanders lit up the field, throwing for 364 yards and tossing 4 touchdowns, including a clutch 7-yard run in the fourth quarter that ignited a rally for the Broncos. But as much as Sanders shined, the game also highlighted some of the ongoing challenges and tough calls that can make or break a team's chances, especially when it comes to the Browns' own recent struggles. Now, what caught a lot of attention was how Shedeur's night was a testament to his talent and poise, even in a losing effort. He showed he belongs at this level, proving that he can be a franchise quarterback for years to come. His performance made it clear that the Broncos have found a young star capable of leading them into the future. But the Browns' side of the story was just as captivating, if not more so, given the context of their season and what's at stake. Cleveland's own rookie quarterback, who some see as a bright future for the team, had an incredible outing himself, throwing for 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, and even rushing for a score. He became the first Browns rookie quarterback during the Super Bowl era to throw for over 300 yards, toss 2 touchdowns, and run one in the same game, a milestone that's huge for a young player trying to set a tone for his career. But as we all know, football is a game of moments, decisions, and sometimes luck. Despite Shedeur Sanders' big night, the Browns' game was a roller coaster of emotions. Cleveland was within reach of a comeback, trailing by just 2 points in the final moments. The Browns had fought back from deficits, driven down the field, and scored a late touchdown that brought the game to a nail-biting 31-29. That touchdown came from a beautiful connection between Sanders and tight end Harold Fannin Jr., who caught a clutch pass in the end zone to give Cleveland hope. The stadium was alive, the crowd was roaring, and the Browns looked poised to complete an incredible rally. Here's where the story took a controversial turn, and this is what's been fueling debates all across Browns Nation and the wider NFL community. Instead of kicking the extra point to tie the game, the Browns decided to go for 2 twice. Yes, twice they attempted 2-point conversions after both touchdowns, and unfortunately both attempts failed. It's a gutsy call, no doubt. Coaches often weigh the risks and rewards of going for 2 in such a high-pressure situation, especially when trying to pull off that signature comeback. But in this case, the decision to roll the dice didn't pay off, and Cleveland's chances of stealing the game slipped away. After the game, Browns head coach KEVIN Stefanski took full responsibility for those calls. He explained that he's the one making the final decisions, even though he had handed over play-calling duties to offensive coordinator Tommy Rees after the bye week. Stefanski admitted that the game didn't unfold as planned, and that the calls to go for 2 weren't successful, emphasizing that he's ultimately accountable. This honesty is appreciated, but it also opened up a flood of criticism from fans, analysts, and even some NFL personalities. The biggest point of contention was the decision to take Shedeur Sanders off the field during those crucial goal-to-go situations, especially after he had led a gutsy drive to put the Browns in position to tie the game. And that's where the fireworks started. Some notable voices in the NFL world didn't hold back. Skip Bayless, known for his fiery takes, tweeted in all caps that Stefanski's decision to pull Sanders after the long touchdown was a disaster, and that it cost the Browns the game. His words resonated with many Browns fans who felt that Sanders deserved to be on the field in those critical moments, especially after such a stellar effort. Bayless tweet, SHEDUR to FANNIN, for the clutch TD, then SDFANSKITAKES, SHEDUR out FOR, the Wildcat disaster. SDFANSKI blows another game. Sparked a lot of debate about coaching decisions and player trust in crunch time. Not just Bayless, but Hall of Famer and NFL analyst Shannon Sharpe also weighed in, criticizing the Browns' strategy of removing Sanders on goal line situations. Sharpe pointed out that Sanders played his heart out all game and deserved to be involved in those critical plays. Played his butt off in the most important snap. He's on the SL. That's bulljive, Sharpe said, highlighting how removing Sanders from those key situations seemed like a mistake by the coaching staff. Browns fans are no strangers to tough decisions and controversial calls, but seeing these NFL personalities criticize the team's strategy only fuels the discussion about whether Cleveland's coaching staff is making the right calls in crunch time. Despite the heartbreak of losing a game that could have been a signature win, there's a lot to be optimistic about. Sanders' performance was nothing short of exceptional for a rookie, especially in a game that was filled with high stakes and intense pressure. His ability to throw for over 300 yards, toss 2 touchdowns, and run one in a game against a tough Titans defense shows he has the mental toughness and skill set to be a cornerstone for Cleveland moving forward. His first start against the Las Vegas Raiders earlier this season already made waves, as he became the first Browns rookie QB to win his debut since Eric Zaire in 1995. The future looks bright with him under center, even if this game didn't end in the victory we all hoped for. However, the game also exposed some of the ongoing issues that the Browns need to address if they want to contend for a playoff spot and beyond. Special teams errors once again reared their ugly head, and the defense struggled to contain Derrick Henry and the Titans' running game, which kept the game close and put extra pressure on Cleveland's offense to perform under stress. Stefanski acknowledged that execution was lacking at key moments, and that the team needs to be better in all phases of the game if they want to turn close losses into wins. Looking ahead, the Browns are facing the NFC-leading Chicago Bears next week, a team with a formidable defense and an offense that's capable of putting up big numbers. For Cleveland, it's another test of resilience and growth. They'll need to learn from the mistakes, tighten up on special teams, and find ways to get Sanders even more involved in clutch situations. The division race is tight, and every game counts more than ever. Fans are eager to see how the team responds, how the coaching staff adjusts, and whether the young quarterback can keep improving under pressure. This season has already been a roller coaster, filled with highs like Sanders, breakout performances, and lows like the heartbreak of a narrow loss. But if the Browns are going to make a real run, they need to harness these experiences, learn from their mistakes, and keep fighting for every inch on that gridiron. The talent is there, the potential is undeniable, and the passion among Browns fans is as intense as ever. It's clear that we're witnessing a team in transition, with young stars emerging and a coaching staff under pressure to make the right calls. The road to the playoffs is never easy, but with players like Sanders leading the charge, Cleveland remains confident that brighter days are ahead. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.